taxes. The bane of every working adult's existence. We work and work for our little paycheck, and then the government comes in and takes some of that money for themselves. Kind of rude, right? Not to mention, they expect us to do all the math to figure out how much we owe them. But it's not out of greed. The government uses that money to pay for things like road construction and the military. Taxes are kind of like one big nationwide crowd fund. In this video, you're going to get a brief overview on your upcoming unit on taxation, including something that a lot of adults wish they had: a step-by-step guide on how to actually do your taxes. Let's get into it. This unit is going to be split up into 3 distinct sections, each ending in a wrap-up assessment. The first section is going to be all about the basics of taxes, the purposes for them, and why we can't just choose not to pay them. Also, we're going to be taking a look at all the different tax systems that you're going to have to navigate as an adult. You may already be familiar with some of these. The next section of the unit is so important that some of the adults in your life might want to watch alongside you. We are going to be going through a detailed step-by-step guide as to how to calculate however much money you owe in income taxes every year. The section is going to be split up into 3 different lessons, walking you through the filing process from beginning to end. First, we're going to take a look at your income and calculate how much of it is actually taxable. Then we're going to take that taxable income amount and look at tax brackets and how they work so that you can figure out how much you actually owe. After that, we're going to take a look at payroll deductions and tax withholdings, which are the things that cause some people to actually get money back from their taxes instead of having to pay extra. That's a pretty fun part. In the final section for this unit, I'm going to give you some extra resources to help you out when it's tax filing season. First, it can be hard to do your taxes when you don't understand all that complicated language that's on all the tax forms. So, you are going to get one giant lesson on all the tax form terminology and vocabulary you'll need, including a mini dictionary so that maybe you'll understand some of it. Then, in the final lesson of this unit, I'm going to go over all of the benefits and drawbacks to using a tax filing service, in case you don't want to do your own taxes. Plus, in addition to your usual end-of-unit assessment, you are going to get the chance to practice filing my friend's tax form. This is a great opportunity to test your new knowledge in a more realistic scenario, just like what you'll have to do as an adult. By the end of this unit, you will be more than prepared to file your own taxes each year. Hey, you might even be able to help your own family during tax time next year. Just don't tell your friends that you actually know how taxes work, or else you're going to end up being the friend that does everyone else's taxes and have no more time to yourself. Yeah. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to download or print the notes for this unit so that you can be prepared for your lessons ahead of time. That's all for today, and I will see you next time.